Now the other half of it, which is my favorite part, is calories out, okay? Best way to make deductions, exercising. Exercising, exercising. You guys got pedometers last week. 2,000 steps is equal to about 100 calories. 2,000 steps is about a mile, okay? So when you get home at night, look at your pedometer, you say, okay, I did 4,000 steps a day. You burn an additional 200 calories above your basal metabolic rate, okay? Additional 200 calories. For every pound of muscle that you gain with your resistance band, another 100 calories, okay? So we're talking about a 500 calorie deficit. If you walk 4,000 calories a day, that's 200 calories right there. If you gain a pound of muscle throughout this program, that's 300 calories. You really just need to make a 200 calorie deficit in what you eat to get that 500 calories. Do that 7 days a week, that's a pound a week, which is average. 1 to 2.5 pounds a week is average. You guys with me? You see how simple that is? It's not that difficult. I think that's what shies away from this. Okay? Get your steps in. Your goal steps that you're trying to reach is 10,000 steps a day. Okay, 10,000 steps a day. How many calories will you burn at 10,000 steps a day? 500 calories. Think about that. If you just do that one thing with your pedometer, get that number up to 10,000 steps a day, you have a 500 calorie deficit right there if you don't do anything with your diet. If you do that 7 days a week, that's a pound loss a week. Woo! Yes. Thank you. 11,000. Right. It's very doable. Once again, I'm not just preaching to you guys, I wear mine. Okay, so I can know what it's like to get those 10,000 steps. All right. So it's that simple. Muscle mass increases your activity, increases your BMR, keeps those calories flowing. So to sum this up, once again, to beat a dead horse over and over and over and over again. Calories in, 500, 750 below, 1.5 times your BMR. Cut a few of those calorie-dense foods, which I'll send you a link tonight. Bury diets forever. Bury diets forever. Diets do not exist. And I am boldly making that statement to all of you people, okay? Diets do not exist. I don't care who does it. I don't care if it's Oprah. I don't care if it's Beyonce. I don't care if it's anybody. Do not get on a diet. You do not do it. They do not work. You lose your 10, 15 pounds the first month and you gain back 20. Okay? It's hurting your body. It's not good. You need to take in all the nutrients that Casey was talking about earlier. Do not diet. Exercise. Make a few changes in what you eat. You'll be good to go. You'll be the healthiest person in New Orleans. Calories out. Increase your steps. Number 1, increase those steps. We'll talk about the resistance training. Remember, right here, 1 pound of fat is about a coffee mug worth of fat, 3,500 calories. Okay? That's what you can lose in a week if you do your 10,000 steps a week. This is what's sitting in your body right now. Okay? You don't want that. All right? All right, let's talk about resistance training. So all of you guys got resistance bands today, and we obviously hope you use them. They're of a very good quality. They will not break. They will not wear down, anything like that. They have even little comfort grips on them because we want to make sure that you use them because it's very important. Let's talk about muscles real quick. Muscle building is a slow, step-by-step process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Once again, it takes patience. You're not going to work out tonight, go home in the morning and be like, I feel good, I'm swole again, okay? It's not going to happen, all right? I'm going to tell you why. When you first work out, muscles have to break down, okay? You make micro tears in your muscle fibers, which is why you end up being sore. But those micro tears release all kinds of chemicals in your body that tell your brain and your body, wow, we need to make more muscle because this person is actually using them, okay? It's true, right? That's so anyway, you have these micro tears, these chemicals are released. And for you med students, cytokines and all that kind of stuff. But these chemicals are released, your brain picks them up and says, okay, we need to reproduce. Your body goes over reproducing. While it's reproducing, you're increasing your metabolic rate, and you're also increasing your muscle mass. The first change that you'll notice when you're exercising is not that your muscles will get bigger, it'll be that you'll get stronger without noticing that immediate change. Okay? This is the reason why. For somebody who hasn't worked out in a long time, this is your spinal cord right here, and these are your muscles, and these are muscle fibers coming out right here, okay? For somebody who hasn't worked out in a long time, you just have maybe one neural connection going to that fiber, one nerve going to that muscle fiber, okay? When you first start working out, you increase those neural connections. You might go from 1 to 10, okay? That's going to give you a stronger contraction. That's going to be the first change that you notice, okay? After you get those 10 neural connections, for example, then you'll get an increase in muscle fibers, and that's when you get more tone and your body changes, things like that, okay? So while you might not be noticing that the changes are occurring, trust me, they are. And that's the whole point of this slide. Don't get discouraged, okay? Now women, trust me, okay? I've trained mostly women in my career as a trainer, maybe trained 3 or 4 men, but the first thing that I would hear is, am I going to look like a man? Am I going to be manly? You know, am I going to be like one of those American Gladiator women, things like that? Is my voice going to change? No! It's not going to happen. I promise you. If anything, you will look a lot better. Your husband will appreciate you more, you know. You have a more feminine shape. You have a better posture. And obviously, healthy is attractive, okay? I promise you will not look like a man, all right? I promise you that. So I have some more good news. Woo! Less is more in our programs. Less is more. You don't need to go hike mountains. You don't need to run marathons or do triathlons. Nothing like that. We've done a tremendous amount of research, put together a lot of experience, and consulted even a couple of researchers in this area about why this works. I'm going to do my best to explain it to you now without putting you to sleep, okay? 400 minutes per week is what's recommended. 400 minutes per week. Are you serious? No way. If I wasn't in med school, if I wasn't working, 400 minutes a week is a lot of time. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to even kid myself or kid you guys by telling you guys that's what you need to do. You don't. Good news number 1. Your body needs time to recover. A lot of people forget that too. Some people are at the other extreme where they work out every day, want to do push-ups every day, want to do sit-ups every day, want to rush in and rush out. Your body needs time to recover for all the reasons that I explained earlier. It breaks down, it needs to rebuild. You cannot work out with resistance training every day. What if I told you 20 minutes a day is all you need? All right, some things you do in 20 minutes. When it's halftime. Drink a cup of coffee. Time it takes to take a shower and maybe get dressed if you're a man. Cook breakfast. Leave the Superdome after the Saints game. Probably 5 minutes if they lose. But my point is that it's doable. 20 minutes is nothing. I've been talking up here for 20 minutes. Casey's talk was 20 minutes. It's very doable, okay? So, read you guys back in. Another important slide, okay? Slow burn. You're going to be drilled with this. It's tied to don't wait to lose. Slow burn. It's describing the exercise portion of what we're recommending for you guys to do. It involves maximum effort, which means that the time that you're putting into your workout session is worth it. You're not just doing it just to do it. It's purposeful, it has a meaning, and it's going to progress you before your last, it's going to make you better than you were before your last workout. You're going to get the maximum results in these 20 minutes than you are with most other exercise programs, probably any other exercise program. It's innovative, it's practical, it's purposeful. Like I said, it's the best way to strengthen your muscles in the shortest amount of time. Some facts that we found through our research. Through this recommendation, you'll reduce your risk of injury, improve your posture, increase your muscle size, increase your muscle endurance, and promote better recovery after you work out. The 400 minutes a week stuff, the 5 days a week, 45 minutes, and all that stuff, high risk of injury, doesn't focus on posture, small improvements, no endurance, and little rest. If you don't rest, you're not going to get any stronger.